Modi, and a very good morning to everyone here. They say that the way to a person's heart is through food, and whoever said it has said it very correctly. As someone who's been to almost every continent in the world for work as well as leisure, I can always vouch for that statement to say that if you talk about food, you automatically open up doors to a lot of people. In India, especially the people who work in IT and who travel abroad should always keep this in mind, that your technical skills matter, but your interest for local food, cuisine, culture will help you even build more connects. Let me quote it with an example. It was about 10 years back when I was in Japan on some work, and we were working off an assignment, and during lunchtime, the local customer, who's a Japanese, asked me, where do you want to go and have dinner today? So I said, let's go to a sushi restaurant. And they were taken aback because they thought a foreigner like me in Japan would not want to look at or eat Japanese food. So they were more thinking about taking me to an Indian restaurant. So I told him that I have not come to Japan to eat Indian food. If I wanted to do that, I would have stayed back home in India. We are here in Japan. Let's go and have Japanese food. Now, when I told him that, the news went like wildfire within the organization, because this is the first time I think somebody is coming and saying, take me to Japanese food. So they all in the evening said, let's go. So we went to this place, and it was a small sushi place. And for those of you who know about sushi will know how it is. Those of you who don't know about sushi, it's basically raw fish, typically fish. There would be some element of meat also. And then you have to eat it with a variety of sauces that increase the taste. The most famous being the wasabi sauce. It looks like green chutney, but if you take more, you will be on fire throughout the day. So you have to be very careful when you use that wasabi sauce. So they took me to this place, and I had read a lot about sushi, but this was my first experience about how to do it. So they asked me, what do you want to kind of order? I said, I don't know, you can order whatever you want. So the typical questions came up. Oh, we don't have vegetarian sushi, which I said, I know, there is no vegetarian sushi. Then they said, which you eat fish, meat, pork, beef. I said, anything goes for me. Okay. So again, there was this, I wouldn't know whether it was surprise or whether it was admiration or whether it was something else which says that, well, somebody wants to try out our food. But you could definitely see the gleam in their eyes. So they ordered a lot of food, and I experimented on everything. I asked them a lot of questions about how it is made and what and all that. It was my first experience with the food. And what I found out in that is the more you ask people about their food, their culture, their cuisine, there's always that interest to share more, which is typical human tendency, right? If anybody comes to India and asks us about Indian food, won't we get so excited about talking to them about the different varieties of food that are here? Right? If somebody talks to us about and asks us about our culture or our history, we would go overboard in explaining to that person whatever we know about that subject. And I found that this is the same concept universally. If you ask people more about themselves, they are much more interested in telling that to you. Dale Carnegie wrote it long back in that book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. But don't worry about the book. This is plain common sense. Okay? So when we started having all of that, then they came up with something that, would you like to have wine? Now, for those of you who know Japanese, they know that can know that they love to toast people and they love to kind of drink. So I said, what wine? So they said there are two varieties. You can have sake or you can have soju. So sake is something which I had before. So, but I wanted to try the other one. I said, let's go for sochu. So sochu is again a kind of rice wine made with rice, potato, and all that. All of you can Google that up. So once we ordered that, it kind of tasted good. So we had this 5 or 6 rounds of sake and sochu, because again that was not a taboo topic for me. So I could share a lot. In the end, when they asked for the check, the chef or the owner got the check, and he told something to them in Japanese by pointing at me. So I asked the Japanese guy, what did he say? So he's saying, no, the chef stroke owner saw a gaijin. Gaijin is the Japanese word for foreigner. It says the chef says that they saw a gaijin eating or relishing Japanese food and Japanese drink like a Japanese would do. And so it's out of honor, he has given us 20% discount in the bill. Okay. Now, we never asked for 20% discount, but those people gave it to us. And that left me with a lesson to say that if you want to connect more with people, especially people outside of a foreign country, or even people from a different state in India, okay, respect their traditions, respect their culture, respect their food. See to it that you are liking it, or you create that experience where you get to know about it, you get to share it, you get to partake in it. Because only when you do that, you will build that connect. A lot of people in the IT industry think, well, if I'm technically good at coding, any customer should come and talk to me. Your technical skills, I would say, is only 20%. Your interpersonal skills of how you build that connect with the customer is the remaining 80%. Because understand one thing, technical skills or technical code can be downloaded. Interpersonal skills cannot be downloaded. Networking skills cannot be downloaded. Building connects cannot be downloaded. For that, you have to build the connect. You have to make that experience. So always, when you go somewhere, as the saying goes, if you are in Rome, behave like the Romans. Thank you, and back to you, TMOD.